Happy mod times. Our first mods of the week. We got 6 days of mods last week. We'll see if we can match that this week. In total, 46 mods released today. All platforms, 9 new and 36 updates. That is the bulk of them. And PC Mac players got 1 update. New for all platforms includes the Kubota M7 US EU, Massery Ferguson 5S, and no, I didn't mispronounce that one. Lamborghini Spark 160-190, Tolmet Borys pack. I did mispronounce that one. Hull 30x15, Woodtoilet, Vast Country map, Countryside Fields map, and Chapadão Farm map. Before we jump in, I want to apologize for having this video out a little bit later than most of you were expecting. The graphics card on my recording PC went out, which prevented me from seeing anything on the monitors, like reading out the mod descriptions or even recording with OBS. Nothing was going to work, so I had to replace the graphics card, which took a little while. But we got it all fixed, we're ready to go, so let's jump in and take a look at today's mods. Starting off with something very cool, the Kubota M7 US EU from Chris S. and Riley S. We talked about this a little bit for some news this morning, saying that it was pending release. Well, here it is. I've also got a full mod preview of this. If you want to check that out, you can. I've got it linked on my posts section. But what do you need to know about it? Well, starts at 130 horsepower, but I feel like you already knew that. We can bump that up to 150 and 170. We also have a 250 horsepower version and a 750 horsepower version. We also have a 2500 horsepower version. This is a non-farming 200 mile per hour version. It's pretty wild and crazy. I love it. The 252, aka the 250 horsepower version, that's kind of my go-to, but we also have logos and liveries and stuff that change up. As far as our wheel brands, you have a Trelleborg set, Michelin, Continental, Vredestein, and Nokian. We also have Midas and BKT, which are a little bit out of order. Come on, Chris, get it together, man. And then we've got all kinds of wheel and tire options to choose from, including wides, narrows, normals, duals, etc. Always nice to see. Love it. All right, moving on. We got warning signs. We start off with none. You got the EU and the US signs. Window tinting. We have a light tint, a medium, and dark tint. You can also go with the orange if you really want to go crazy. Beacon lighting. We've got a rotate front. We got blink back, rotate back, blink front left. Blink or rotate front left, blink front right. You get the idea. They're all 4 corners, and you can make them blink or rotate. As far as fenders go, it starts with a yes, and you can make it an O. Exhaust color, we have standard, black, and orange, where you can actually change the smoke coming out of here to be orange. I think that's pretty cool. We have camo, which is something very, very neat for this model specifically, including rim color options. And then we have a front weight. We've also got a 3-point on there. We can add some different weight options, and then all through it. There's also a front loader. We can go with the Kubota or Nada, and then we've got color options for all the things. But if you want to go with color, you have to remove the camouflage, and then you can see all the stuff in here. Of course, we have toothpaste, as you would expect, but with this being our friends Chris and Riley, we have the Kubota black and gray. We've also got a satin Kubota. We got a metallic-y looking Kubota and steel Kubota as well, and chrome pink. Additional colors include the frame, the cabin, the fenders, grille, interior, seat, design color, fuel tank, inner rim, and outer rim, and then that is it. One suggestion may be to change the inner rim something and leave the outer rim orange. I think it looks super cool. Now, with this being me, you know I had to do something wild, wacky, and crazy, so we've gone for this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Are you ready? 200 miles an hour, it says. I don't know if it'll hit it or not. Oh, it definitely might hit it. All right, let's get this thing turned around. There we go. We're looking good. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, there is 70, 80, 90, 100 miles an hour, 120, 30, 40, 50. Oh, man, we're going 170, 80, 190. Oh, this is so dumb. 200 miles an hour, like it's absolutely nothing. A little bit of turn. Oh, with the way farm sim is these days, doesn't really want to turn. There we go. Finally got a little bit of grip, and we can go again. If you want to have some fun, definitely check this thing out. The nice thing is, too, we've got customization options that are super unrealistic, and we've got some options that are quite realistic, which is nice. So you are able to kind of pick and choose what you want. How long does this thing take to stop? Longer than I expected. But I guess you're just sitting there scraping on the bottom at the end of the day. All right, what's next? Next is our Massery Ferguson 5S. And no, you didn't mishear me. It is the Massery Ferguson. It'll probably be changed up in the next updates, I imagine. Shouldn't take too long. 105 horsepower all the way up to 145. We got a variable transmission, 200 liters of fuel, 24 mile an hour at max speed. Wheel options, we've got Trelleborgs, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Vredestein, and Nokian sets. All the ones you would expect to see. Roof setup, standard front loader set as well, so you can see above you. Very cool. Design, we have the anniversary design, which is a nice blue there. Ooh, looking good. Beacons, we have a couple different designs for those. You got a left, right, and both. Fenders are a yes and a no. There are no by default though, so make sure you add them if you want them. 3-point or front loader. Animations, you have full and basic animations. This is a mod from Just Farming, and they are known for their animations. The good thing is, they let us know what they're going to be. So we have left door, rear window, steering wheel, side window, sun visor, mirrors, and steps. There you go. Lots of stuff for that. If you want to go full animations, you do everything. You want basic, just do a couple. And it sounds like I'm yawning. For some reason, I am. I'm wide awake. Who knows what's going on? Front loaders for Quickie and Hauer, and, well, that's about it. If you want something a little bit bigger, maybe go with this Lamborghini. This is the Lamborghini Spark 160 190. Also from Just Farming, we have left and right door animations, front, rear windows, and sunroof. Those are going to be your normal animations. We don't have any animation selection for this, but they're just all there. So there you go. Engines from 166 up to 193. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Vredestein, BKT, and Nokian tires to choose. Very nice. Fenders are yes and a no. And then we've got front attachers from Quickie and Hauer. The next set looked to be a scheduled release today, as it came out about 2 hours before everything else. The Tolmet Borys pack. Borys. Oh, yeah. I don't know how to say this, man. We have two sprayers, which are pretty much the same, just with a little bit of a different capacity. 3,000 liters for the left one and 2,500 liters for the right one. We'll just look at the big one today. 15 meters or 21 meter working width. We have a wheel setup for standard or narrow tires. I'm assuming these are Trelleborg, but I don't actually know. Maybe BKT? Oh, they kind of look like BKT. We have the duplex system, so you can basically change it up to black. Looks pretty sweet. And then we have the own hydraulic system. So there's that. You can also change up the tank color. I'm a big fan of this setup, so that's what I'm going to go with there. But I'm curious of the wheel brands. It is a BKT. All right. Well, for those of you that care, there you go. We also got a couple placeables for you, including Hall 30 by 15. This is going to cost you $70,000. It is quite expensive, and the doors open drastically. Very, very quick on the draw here. Yay! Love seeing that. Absolutely love it. I believe we just have doors on the front side and then one over here around towards the side. Not too bad. You can also change up the color of this as well. If we pop in and take a look at it in sheds, and we could change it up to all of these colors. So very nice to see the ability to change. And our only other mod today, the one that killed my computer, the Woodtoilet. It also says that it's a garden shed. It is not. It is a production chain. So here you go. We've got water in and we have slurry out. Now it's a small amount. Funny enough, the water is 0 water to 4 slurry. This will take 1 liter of water in, 4,800 liters of slurry out. It's an outhouse. So you get it. If you open the door, you get this just hilarious sound, and then it stops whenever you close it up. I don't know. I think it's pretty funny. There you go. You can also see the trigger around towards the front. There's our opening there, and then when it's open, we can get the slurry out. But when it's closed, we can't get the slurry. Aha! Now we got a couple maps for you guys. All platforms, we have the map Vast Country. This is from Weekend Farmers, and it is their modder
Westpfalz.
I don't know how to say his name, so there you go. This is 553 megabytes, no required mods, which is absolutely fantastic. And they say it's a map for anyone who wants to build something out of their own in a varied landscape. No fixed objects are included, or at least most have been omitted, except for a few that have to be around. The map itself is definitely neat. It kind of gives you a nudge here or there. We do have a road system, which is already on the map. Most maps like this do not have a road system, so that's kind of nice. It kind of forces you into like, hey, this whole area right here, yeah, it's cool, but you can't go outside these boundaries. I think that's kind of neat. Maybe not. Let's see what you guys think. You have to let me know. We have 5 fields on here in total, at least to start with, ranging from 2.6 to 7.5 acres, they say. 56 farmlands in total, 25,000 trees, 20 spots for transport missions. We got new crops, 4 sale points, and a starting farm, plus a free building area. There's also a pond for fishing, and you could use the Highlands Fishing expansion on that if you want. Well, you have to, but you don't... You know what I mean. We got summer wheat, summer barley. Let's see what else we got in here. Winter wheat and winter barley, obviously. Rye, triticale, spelt, silage, maize, vetch, rye, green rye, humus active, mustard, flowering catch crop, alfalfa, clover, and field grass. If I remember correctly, isn't it the Weekend Farmers who added all that in a was it a prefab or something like that to begin with? So very, very cool to see that. Farmland that we own. Let's see. Interestingly, it's not. There we go. Farmland showing up now. We've got this area down here, but yeah, for some reason wasn't showing before, but now it is, so that is good. We have Farmland 23, and it looks like that also includes our farm there. So there's that. Should we check it out? I think we should. Where is the farm? Here it is. Nice, small, quaint. Not a whole lot going on with it at the end of the day, but still very nice to see. Nice silo. I like that silo. It's one of my favorites. As far as everything else, here is your crop calendar so you can get an idea of what is going to be happening and when. Although, if you're used to using this, these new crops, you're probably used to this setup already. Let's talk about some other stuff. No animals down. We do have, after 2 hours in the game, 2 baling contracts, fertilizing, and wood transport. It's pretty sweet. No available productions and no owned productions. However, it was said that there is in the mod description it says 1 purchasable production, but I don't know what it is here. And then if we go in, you could take a look at all this. Actually, you know what? We could probably figure out what the production is just by looking at where we could sell stuff. Biomass heating, maybe? Possibly. We'll check it out in a second. And then we've got all of our owned items at the start. Pretty small-ish to medium-sized amount of equipment, so that's pretty nice. So here's how I'm going to figure out everything else. Well, I'm going to go here, set farmland, and we are going to go down and just set all to me. Now, this is using the easy development controls. Absolutely love it. This is a great way to find stuff that's hidden from you. So now we just go back in here and aha, there it is. The sawmill is the place. That it is. Very nice, but that's the only one. Our next new map for you guys is called Countryside Fields. This is a European map by Zero Oito. It is going to be 843 megabytes. Each a big one, and we have 5 required mods. It is a fictional reduced size map. As you can see, it's quite a small one, aimed at small and medium sized farmers, but nothing about this map is medium sized. We have 74 purchasable lands. We have forestry areas. There's a mining area. You've also got additional crops, additional productions, and collectibles. Very nice to see. We do have all the extended crops, just like the previous map. As far as farmland that we get in new farmer mode, looks like the top right hand corner is going to be our spot. So there you go. We also have a nice crop calendar so you can get an idea of what to expect and when from this one. As far as animals, no animals on the default, and then we have plenty of contracts going on after 2 hours in game. That's pretty sweet. And how's about some productions? So we've got the sawmill, and then we have a bunch of regular productions. And then as far as our vehicles go, we'll pop in and take a look at those. A decent set of equipment for this one as well. One thing I will mention is in the required mods, there's a good amount of equipment. Like there's 1 placeable and the other 4 is, well, it's equipment, which is really strange. What was that noise? Is it that truck? There's no way. Nope, it's not. Something in the air? Why is there a sound in midair? Hello? Audio source. Here we go. Well, I don't know why that's there, but it is. I guess as long as you're on the ground, never going to worry about it. Can't even really hear it down here. Taking a look at our starting farm. Nice and quaint down here. There we go. Very cool place. Very cool spot. I like the building setup. I like the layout. I assume we can open this. Yes, we can. Nice. There you go. You got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, herbicide. We see seeds and lime back here. And a nice loading or a wheel loader to load it all up with. And then a bigger building around towards the back with even more stuff loaded up. Goodness gracious. Here's the Black Sheep modding truck with the Powfinger in the back. You got stuff from the Fent 2024 FarmCon. That's an interesting one. And so on. So really, it's the modder wanted to have their own starting equipment. So there's that. Really, this map should have had one required mod, not 5. But it is what it is. And as always, here are your 5 required mods. And your last new one for all platforms. Today, another map. This is Chapadão Farm, returning for BevFest 22. It is a South American map from Lost Gamer and Pedro Cavale, and it is 424 megabytes. We also have 5 required mods for this one as well, and you will be happy to hear, well, they are all placeables. Here is your PDA, looking very, very fancy on here. Pivots, you can figure out where those are, can't you? As far as everything else goes, looking good, we got black beans and Napier grass. It also says onions, but I do not have the Highlands Fishing expansion turned on, so that could just be a new crop altogether. As far as our farmland goes, it looks like we've got farmland 5 and 22. I don't see anything else that we own, so we'll zoom into those really quickly. I'm assuming that's a black bean. Is that correct? Crop types, very bright blue. That is black bean indeed. And of course, our main farm right here. Like to always visit the main farm so you know what you're getting into. And here it is. Nice, square, to the point, I guess. There's really not a whole lot going on with it, is there? Not even close, baby, not even close. Now, as far as these black beans go, usually you're doing these with a combine harvester. We will double check that real quick just to make sure. Yes, black bean right there. And I'm guessing we're using a regular harvester header. Yes, we are. Anything to do with the corn head? No, but we do have the extra addition for Napier grass on the corn header. So that's quite interesting. Nonetheless, there you go. All looking fresh, good to go. Let's back it up. Let's take a look at our crop calendar. Here's your black bean on row number 2, and Napier grass is down here. Now it's on row 2. Everything else you can see from there. No animals on here. We do have quite a few contracts that have started off, and pricing for the contracts are good. Very good. Looking very good indeed. We do have a sawmill on here by default, but nothing is owned. And then we've got all of this. And I guess really no reason to zoom in on the equipment, but we will zoom in anyway, just so you can get an idea of what to expect. And of course, here are your 5 required mods. Now we got updates for all platforms. We got 36 of them, so sit back and relax. The first one's the John Deere 4213 pack, version 1.2. Corrected material warnings and colors no longer return to base game upon re-entry to the game. Next up, Transstar 2. We got new wheels and tires for BC Bullet Farms. CVT transmission option from Chris S is out. However, it looks like it says Crisis and more paint options. Volvo FH16 tanker. Added aero configurations. Weideman 1140. No change log in here. However, I'm pretty sure this is a new mod for crossplay, as it was a PC only mod last week. Skoda Kodiak. Horn bug fixed. Ronîda H21D steep slope pack. Camera system installed at the rear of the cabin, and a harvester head. It only works with the MB Trucks DLC, so make sure you got that. We also have small fixes, fix the DLIM error, console slot usage reduced, and mod size reduced as well. Powfinger Universal L Crane Pack. Easy arm controls added to crane animation complete. Ponzi forwarder trailer fixed a bug in the animation that prevented dedicated server saving. John Deere 2680H high-performance disc from custom modding. They fixed a multiplayer bug. K-Brand HR 4004, etc., color fixed. From Carl TG, we got the Pete Equipment Pack. He fixed some color issues. Joskin Terrasock Pack. They've adjusted the price, which was doubled at the time of purchase. Kaweco Radium 260 Dolly. Crampy's been added and light on the tailgate's been added. Lambert Pack, added wheel configurations. Thief and Cortal 24085, added wheel configurations. Same thing for the Lizard Class S Pack and the Lizard Columbus Pack. Lizard BB18B and the 24, you guessed it, added wheel configurations. Crimpy Dolly 10L, rewording of it, more tires added. Platform, new wooden floor option, added support for carrying logs, model adjustments, and visual improvements. All-in-one production, mod just came out. They've added icons to each filling area to clarify which materials are accepted, increase the production speeds, increase the storage, and decrease the costs in some productions. Addable triggers, they fixed the wool and was not accepted at all productions. Pallet triggers were not available everywhere. That's been fixed, and changed the shop item names. Haul with cooling chamber, fix the doors in the cooling chamber. Auto storage animal barn, manure spawn fixed. Old barn package, they fixed the faulty collision in the model, and we have new translations for Dutch, Spanish, Italian, and Polish. Shed 20x6, we have improved some details, improved the tip collision, choice of colors, and new model of shelter. Now we got some map updates for you. We got Backroads County, this is going to be version 1001, fixed map sounds, added collision to the dealer fence, and fixed where you own vehicles, and new farmer mode to not owned. Owendale, Michigan version 2, they've adjusted buyable lands and added one more buyable land in town across the dealership, added tunnels at the end of the road, and added more bushes around the border of the trees, and fixed some missing meadow around the fields, added new field textures including lime cultivator, plow, and so on, added warehouse at your local Pioneer dealer where you can buy seed and fertilizer and tree saplings, as well herbicide and a few other goodies. We also have added a brand new Pioneer sign that lights up at night, and a Pioneer sign at the warehouse, and you will have HALF to start a new game so that the map can work properly. Northern Michigan mapping. Hit me up. I can help you fix your mod description. We also got the Elm Rochester version 1.1. 7 new products have been added, including rye, triticale, spelt grain maize, green rye, vetch rye, field grass, silage maize. We also have objects corrections and placeable errors, which have been fixed. Map update for the Alps version 1003. Corrected incorrect output for goat milk. We also have the main farm, which can now be completely demolished. Terrain converted to 1 meter. We also have adapted to patch 115 and 116. Tree limit increased to 12,000 trees. Overhauled the southern mountain region. Added a mountain trout farm in the new mountain lake. Added an oil mill to match the map. Added a second farm, which could be completely demolished. New buildings for the mountain farm. 5 new fields at the mountain farm. We also have all animal barns reworked and fixed a bug with the biogas plant. So silage bales are now accepted again. It sends map version 1003 is a major update. A new save game is required for this one. Next one is Greenwood Forest. We have all those new crops again. Rye, triticale, spelt, etc. Object corrections and placeable errors fixed. Starowies version 1.4 changed yield and prices for some crops. Added the ability to store lavender in silos. Added the ability to sell wood containers at existing sell points. Added new products for canned lentils and canned beans. Added chip and canned food factories to the store. Added a large lavender drying facility to the store. Added AI splines. We've got a fix a bug with the inability to sell wood chips in bales, and a few other minor fixes. No new save game is required though, so a lot of fixes, no new save game required. 2 thumbs up. Quick one for the Pleasant Valley 1.1. They've changed the position of a collectible that was inaccessible due to an invisible collision. And Osweiler 1.1. New save game is required for this one though. So they say cotton, rice, and long grain rice as well as sugar cane cannot be planted due to local climate. Fixed help page percentage mismatch. Fixed collision of BGA concrete. Added spelt triticale and rye to the grain mill production. We also have fixed terrain at the grain mill. Added animal trade generator, added pedestrian, and added row crop. And Ronîda Island 1.1 added a new version of the map that does not include any trees. Interesting. Also added a paintable field brush, which can be found under paintable plants, adjusted the height, position, and speed of the airplane, and fixed the map information where it says that the map includes one field while it includes two. And your last update for all platforms, finally, this is the longest part of the whole video. Welcome to Lehndorf. Version 1002, a new save game is required. So we have a few changes, including silos trigger adjusted, license plate adapted for traffic, straw tarpaulins for animal stalls adapted to the Straw Harvest DLC, PDA revised, and Highlands of Fishing DLC compatible. We also have added things like new multi-fruit storage, 2 new farmlands to cultivate, and stone storage built in at the main courtyard. And only one update today for PC and Mac players. We have ROPA Tiger 6S Cotton Edition, version 1001. They've increased the number of fills accepted by the multi-fruit silo and fixed non-influential warnings in a large configuration of the ROPA Tiger 6. And that's it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Again, I apologize for a later mod video, and I'm really upset that my 3090 doesn't work anybody know how to fix those things? I really want it to work. Nonetheless, hope you enjoyed. Drop a like, get subscribed if you are new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications, that way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have an awesome day. Enjoy playing with the mods. We'll see you in the next one.